Greetings.
Great. You have returned. Then your 7th labor awaits. Together, the items you collected comprise the Amrinthian Band, the crown of Kandrian kings. Your 7th labor is to reconstruct this crown. It is an ancient crown for ancient kings. That is all I will say on the matter. There is only one place where the Amrinthian Band may be reconstructed. On a rock. Find a Fey sagecrafter named Hendy and tell her I sent you. She will assist you in restoring the Amrinthian Band. Until later, then.
It's not often I get visitors here in Anorak. What is your business? Durfel is a very old friend of mine. I haven't heard from him in years, though. It's nice to finally get some news of him. Nothing too interesting. Just a lonely sagecrafter. I can help you with your gems if you wish. Indeed, I can feel the power emanating from the items you bear. Give me a moment, and I will reconstruct the band. There you are. Take it with my blessings.
Hello there. The Amarinthian Band. Alas, I would dearly love to dive into a lecture regarding this crown's rich and sordid history, but there is no time. You see, a man named Kurig Shasta has tracked you here. He and his band of mercenaries await outside, keen on shedding my blood. He is the man who murdered my wife, Jera, when Maddox Dace had hired him to kill me. Kurig had wanted to take my life for a long time, and now he has more reason to. He wants the truth of Jera's death to die with me. I have to confess, these labors you've done for me have been for a single cause. I have been waiting for the day when I could meet Kurig once again. I sent you on labors to arm myself for this fight. They followed you to me just as I hoped they would, and now I need your help to fight them off. Excellent. I will proceed outside. You should shortly follow. They will undoubtedly be caught off guard, so mesmerized by my biting tongue. Together we should be able to kill these fools. Farewell. There is no reasoning with Kurig Shasta. We must kill him now. Never mind. Always comes blood. Kurig Shasta had a contract out on my life the last 15 years. I'm glad the bastard's finally dead. I can finally begin to travel as I come upon my remaining days. Return to my home and you will find a secret door in the fireplace which leads to my treasure room. All of the treasure there now belongs to you.
Good day. You return. How may I be of help? That is why you are here, no? Death has come to Melaglia, and you are but a step behind her. Pardon me. Grief tends to push me toward theatrics. You see, my wife was among the first of our villagers to disappear. But we are a private people, and we prefer to keep our dead exactly where they lie, good and buried. I will speak no more of it. Between the Tuatha invading in the east and the bandits marauding in the west, it seems that death is making a home of Cantria. 211 years I've called this place my home. It was once a peaceful town. But lately, peace seems to be in short supply. You wish to know of me? I once owned a shop where I sold trinkets to passers-by. Then my wife was taken. Now I spend my days in the Raven, watching people, waiting to die. Her. A particularly belligerent woman, if I recall. I believe she left our village recently for parts unknown. Master Dace made quite the fuss. Apparently, she left her possessions in a footlocker in her room. I suppose she left in a hurry. Me? How would I possibly know? Don't be a stranger.
What's Engar doing sending a neophyte to rescue me? Doesn't he understand what's going on here? There is a necromancer in Mel Aglir. Ethan Engar is one of the most knowledgeable and respected spellcasters in the Order. He may seem distracted or absent-minded at times, but trust me, we're lucky to have him on our side. Not an unusual thing in these times, especially with the Tuatha raiding the coastline. But Kandrian's always been secure. When the Order heard of what was happening, we had to investigate. Something unnatural was at play. I'll tell you my whole life story just as soon as you deal with the Morkans and save this village. Let this be a lesson to you, neophyte. It's always the quiet towns on the fringe of society with the real freaks, hiding out in plain sight. I'll tell you everything you want to know about it, just as soon as you stop the Morkans. Look around you. Patrick Morkan's wife may have died from natural causes, but nothing natural brought her back. I know because I've been watching her walking corpse feast on prisoners for over a week. She and her husband are nearby. If you strike quickly, you can catch them by surprise and end this horror. Yes, I'm not certain which is more torturous, having to watch Patrick Morkan feed villagers to his dead wife, or the way he caresses her cheek as he wipes the blood from her chin. Oof. As threatening as his dead wife may seem, kill the sorcerer first. Once the Master is destroyed, the magic that animates her corpse will dissipate. She's just an automaton, after all. We both know there isn't a magic that can bring the dead back to life. I'll see to getting out of this cell. With you distracting them, I should be able to escape. I'll see you at the Raven when this is done. Good luck.
This isn't what it looks like. Oh, fine. I'll admit it. I tried to bring her back from the grave. Is it really so hard to understand? Have you never been in love? One thing. Your timing is impeccable. I think she's hungry, and you'll make quite the feast. Safe travels. I'll make you pay for that, monster.
No one's entered the Reed house since they found them.
Good evening.
After all this, I'm grateful to be alive. And uneaten. It was lucky that you showed up when you did. I must say, I'm impressed, neophyte. Few of your rank would be able to handle a necromancer of Morkan's power. I will remain behind, attend to the village. You should report to Savant Engar as quickly as you can. I've got my work cut out for me repairing the damage that Patrick Morkan did to this village, but I'm glad to be here at least. It's the main base of the Scholia Arcana in the Feylands. Sometimes I miss city life, but I feel like I have a duty to this town. We explore the magic of this world, for it is a powerful force that can be abused, as we've seen. Goodbye, then.
Students of magic, masters of spells.
Keep the... Welcome to Rathir, outsider.
It's a nightmare, it is.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Ah, welcome to the Scholia Arcana, young one. How may I be of assistance? Few sorcerers possess the aptitude or the wisdom of Savant Ethan Engar. The Scholia Arcana is lucky to have him. The fabled Irathi ruin that lies deep within the Sidhe of Dalantarth? I know the place. They say rogue sorcerers, foul worshippers of the fire god Vrakor, make haven in its halls. Interested in a bit of sage crafting or alchemy? Itran Skarn or Red Thumbroom will be happy to help you out. Or if dispelling is your preference, try to find Artan Cade about. The man's a wizard with a ward. Ah, the great Nuala Ignis. She was something of a rising star among us, not unlike you. She also had quite the affinity for fire, I believe. Most would tell you that the Scholia Arcana is the continent's premier journal and lecture society, an order of learned mages and scholars. And that is true. It is simply not the whole truth. In time, you will learn what I mean. I have a feeling about you. A city of splendors indeed. The Scholia Arcana shares the spire with a great many of the Alpha elite. Rathir has stood for centuries, through famine and through fire. It will stand for centuries more. Later then.
Yeah, so a necromancer was behind Melaglir's disappearing villagers. Disturbing. My suspicions regarding your potential were well-founded. You are forthwith promoted to the rank of docent. As a docent, your first order of business is to the west, to speak with a man named Anchor Edmure. I am a savant in our prestigious order. As scholars of the arcane, we are organized into various ranks according to our mastery of magic. Savant is the second highest rank of the Order. My responsibilities may be difficult for you to comprehend until you are better versed in exactly what it is we do. I imagine it rankled Adept Fell to no end that you were responsible for saving her life. That pleases me. He is the most powerful practitioner of magic alive, that we know about at least. Few members of the Order ever get to meet the Archsage, to tell the truth. He's simply too busy doing whatever it is that Archsages do. You are to liaise with a man named Anka Edmior, a rather enthusiastic sagecrafter from the village of Emer to the west. He often sends reports of mystical occurrences that usually turn out to be exaggerated tales of inebriated fever dreams. His latest cry for help, however, may hold some truth. Go to Emer, speak to the man, and find out what he means by Shardfall has come alive. You wish to know more about him? I believe he is a sagecrafter of some ability. His ardor for magic is noble, but I fear he has never demonstrated the breadth of skill necessary to warrant an invitation to our Order. Where did I put my quill?
Good evening.
Hello.
Hello again.
You're with the Scholia Arcana, are you not? I'm so very honored to make your acquaintance. I know what I wrote was vague. At first, I didn't know what I was dealing with. It's just... Shardfall. It's changed. You're the greatest mages in the land. No one knows more than you do about... well, anything, I suppose. To be honest, I'm surprised anyone answered my request for help. I'm somewhat used to being ignored. Shardfall is a cave to the west and north. It's a good place to harvest shards, hence the name. The place always has a bit of a chill, but recently the cave became cold, and it howls like it's angry. Many days past, my assistant, Donald Cutty, delved into the cave to collect samples. He never returned. It's more than just wind. It's like the cave is screaming. I could almost make out the words too, but I couldn't take the cold. I had to flee. I tried to find my assistant, but I failed. The cold of the cave is too great. Not 6 steps in, my boots froze to the very rock. That's why I've been devising a talisman to stay warm. The work is almost complete too. I just need one last thing. If you're willing to aid me, perhaps we can solve this mystery. After I failed to make it deeper into Shardfall than just a few steps, I put up a barrier. No need to have some poor fool stumble in there by mistake. The barrier will let you through if you have an amulet that can keep you warm. Like one made from a Barghest's heart. A Paragon Barghest, that'll do just fine. I've heard of one ranging north of Emer. If you can kill it, fetch me its heart, and I will be able to complete my pendant. Donald Cutty, my assistant. He runs errands for me, cleans my shop, and occasionally harvests gems from Shardfall. He's a bright lad, and has never taken this long to return from the cave. Later then. Barghest. Incredibly tough creatures they are. Give me a moment. There, take it. You're better suited to plumbing the depths of Shardfall than I. You can now brave the cold to investigate exactly what's happening. Years ago, I read a treatise from Savant Hadris Llewellyn that suggested frost magic was particularly potent there, but I never gave it much thought. All I really know is something dark is happening within. Be cautious. I'll be here.
I wondered when you would find me. Almost enough to make you believe in fate, isn't it? The woman I wore last time we danced wasn't as strong as this one. Perhaps I flatter myself to think I might offer a better challenge now. Sideus, the Crystal Weir. That is what this place was called once. Much more appropriate a name than Shardfall, don't you think? My people have lost their appreciation for language, it seems. So much has changed since I last walked the world. That was long ago, when I learned the only answers worth seeking lie in death, mortal. Death, and death alone. Oh, how delightful you are. Such youth, such naivete. I could just devour you. Like I did that poor gem cutter I found in here. One day, perhaps I'll do just that. For now, though, I must conclude our dialogue. My time is wearing thin, and I tire of your prattle. This body has served its purpose. Let's see if you've learned any new tricks since our last meeting. Don't disappoint me. For our troops.
Come, have a look. Fresh fish from the morning catch. Spices from across the
Nice day.
raging sea.
Don't ruin it.
Students of magic, masters of spells.
Oh, such a state.
Welcome.
Hello, I hear that.
Ah, so you are the new initiate that has everyone talking. I heard how indispensable you were in stopping that necromancer in Melaglir. I am Erin Methneen. Savant Engar suggested that I congratulate you on what he estimated would be an inevitable victory, and that I give you this. Additionally, he requested that you meet him atop the mountain of Skycrown to the south. I have no idea why, but the note will likely explain further. Good luck! Shouldn't you be making your way to Skycrown?
Hello.
Good day.